This is Paul Graham, a jack of all trades who often puts his skills to the test in interesting and innovative situations. He takes on the risky, dangerous, and complicated jobs, and takes the risks no one is willing to take. But that's just another Paul day.
It's cut through the keel, or
It's
is it
right,
attached
it's right
on the
through
outside?
the keel, right through the keel. It's just a hole going through the keel.
Today, Paul has been called upon to fix a boat, but to do so he needs to dive under the boat in scuba gear. It's early in the morning, and Paul and crew are at the port. They climb on the boat and prepare to take it out into the deep waters of the lake. Paul's job is now to dive under the boat in murky water and fix the keel, a very small metal sail that helps provide stability.
We're going to dive in the water. I'm going to dive in the water. I don't know we about this. I'm going to dive in the water. I guess I'll bring you with me in the form of a GoPro and remove an existing clip, like a, I guess it's like a carabiner, but maybe a fall arrest style carabiner. So they're two-hand operation, a little tougher to use, and then replace it with regular cable clamps. So then it'll at least be small enough that you can drag it all the way in the boat again. And then they'll be able to use this thing the way it's supposed to be.
A few small problems arise, but they make it out to the lake and anchor away.
All right, lowering the keel.
The scuba gear was damaged along the way. He has a very limited amount of time. Oxygen tank is on, and Paul is ready to take the plunge into icy cold water. Once underwater, he gets to work fast, but there's other issues he has to deal with. The water visibility is low and his feet are getting tangled in the intense seaweeds. If he gets stuck, he could freeze to death.
So, your hole is about that far from the end of the keel.
Is it? That's good to know.
The keel could use a little scrub.
Paul works as fast as he can. He has a little trouble with the keel being stuck, but he is able to get it working. He decides to take a double look before rising, but the seaweed is tangling his feet.
That's not a good bang.
Thanks. He's down there doing this thing. He's right under the boat.
What the hell? What's there? Is it coming up?
On ship, the captain is finally able to lift the keel for the first time this year, but Paul hasn't resurfaced yet. The crew look for him but can't see him.
Well, hello there. So today we're putting in pot lights. You know about pot lights, right? These little guys? These are fun and easy. Some of the easiest lights you can do. You just have wire and then cut it off and put it in the light. Now, I know this isn't 6 inches. With the normal outlets, normal lights, fixtures, and so on, you always need 6 inches. But the point of the 6-inch rule is that if something goes wrong, if you need to cut off some wire, something doesn't work right, you need to be able to pull some wire through. Well, here, you've got all this wire laying out. You don't have a whole lot of room in that box, however. So you just cut 3 inches or so. And then when you're stripping these off, you cut about 1 centimeter. These are push locks. And that's all you need is about 1 centimeter. Pretty good. There's a trick to making sure you did that right too, and I'll show you that in a minute. Now, there's a couple things that I do with this that are just for me. And here, yes, we're using metallic clamps. You need some kind of clamp. You cannot put any kind of Romex through a hole, a metal hole, and expect it to survive. So that's much faster than trying to use a hand screwdriver, and that's just a pain in the butt. Now, in my usual norm, I like to do grounds first in case somebody decided they needed to make the circuit go hot right now. So you can see, push it in, copper. That's a good connector. Sure, you can see copper, it's a good connection. Give it a tug, nothing there. Just to pinch the connector. Anyways, there. Now we'll do the neutrals next. Now this is the part where you gotta watch. See the insulation, make sure the insulation gets all the way in the connector. See, so the insulation's in there. We can see copper. That's a good connection. We'll do the same thing here. Insulation's all the way in the connector. You can see copper. There, it's a good connection. And there's gently fold it in the box. This is why we're not using 6-inch wire. There, insulation's all the way in there. You can see copper. And just fold this in. I like to go a different way than the others. That way it's nice and neat. All right, and close up the box. Stuff this thing in there. If you do this right, you should be able to get it in your hole. Make sure your box is nice and tight. Oh, there you go, one pot light.
All right, there you go. This is just another ball day.
Happy at a job well done, Paul smiles in pride. Now he must get back on the boat and get changed before he freezes. Paul gets changed as fast as possible, but the wind was very cold and begins to affect his health. Down in the bottom of the boat, Paul has a medical evaluation where he states he has a headache but is overall okay, but will need to go home and stay warm for the night. Overall, the boat is back in perfect working shape and the captain is more than happy. Another unique job well done for this jack of all trades. He gets to enjoy a full sea shanty from a real pirate captain on his ride home and smile knowing he has done a good job.
Dirty old town, dirty old town. Alive and well, by the gasworks wall, I dreamed of day with the old canal. I kiss my girl.
Please subscribe for more information.